There's Synth Today we asked the question, will Behringer drift away from analog? Hi, I'm Pure Ambient Drone, aka James Drone. Hit the subscribe button, tap the bell, keep up with all of my synth adventures. JamesDrone.com is the place to be to connect with me. Behringer has been on my channel for quite a long time. I don't have any Behringer synthesizers in my studio anymore, but they're still a hot topic to talk about. Everybody's interested in Behringer. They have been making clone synthesizers, analog. If you have been on another planet someplace, you probably wouldn't have heard of that. But if you're here on Earth with the rest of us, and you've been here for a while, you may have heard that Behringer is making analog clones. My question, though, is, will they be making clones of other synthesizers that are not necessarily analog synthesizers? So we know that they have the DeepMind 12, and that's a fantastic synthesizer. I actually still have mine. It's just not in the studio right now. They're making things like the Pro 1 and the Poly D. They also announced a mono poly clone that they're coming out with. Everything that they have done so far has been very analog with VCO oscillators. And so I'm looking at this Prophet 12, which has DCO, digital controlled oscillators, and digital waveforms, a very digital synthesizer. And then I'm looking over here at the Virus B, and I'm looking at the System 1M and the System 8, digital VA synthesizers, okay. It makes you wonder, does Behringer want to get into that territory? Or maybe they really want to go digital. Maybe they want to bring back something like the Roland D50 and this time throw all the controls on the panel so that we can go in there and kind of manipulate the sound. Or what about the JD800? That would be a great digital synthesizer to bring back into the modern realm. I think a lot of this stuff has already been done successfully, might I add, by Roland and Korg and along with Yamaha. Yamaha had its little miniature DX piano, battery operated keyboard, and then of course Roland is repackaging a lot of their synthesizers in the form of an FA06 I own a Phantom 2019 now, and that's in the digital VA world as well. And they brought back a lot of their sound in the digital world. And then over here I have an Access Virus B, which is a total virtual analog synthesizer, and then the System 1M, the same thing goes for that. But Behringer has yet to touch on any of that, and they're a huge company, and they make electronic components besides synthesizers. In fact, I use Behringer DIs for my studio, and they're fantastic, and you can't beat them for the price, and they've been holding up just fine for years now. So very happy with them. So that tells me that they're capable of doing electronic components outside of the analog world. The question is, should they do it, and do they really want to? There are so many analog synthesizers out there that are just ripening for the pickings for cloning, okay? But my question is, would it be harder or would it be easier for them to do a digital synthesizer like a D50? And this is all coming up because I recently pulled the trigger on a Roland Boutique, and it is the Roland D05. I had one a long time ago and just didn't give it a chance. But I did pull the trigger on it, and it's on its way here to the studio. And I got to thinking, what if Behringer did something like that in the future? And it doesn't have to be a D50, okay? It could be any one of the great synthesizers that came out in the past. But if they were to go digital in the synthesizer world, where would you want them to go? What would you want them to bring back digitally? And another question you can leave in the comments and answer is, does Behringer need to recreate the old digital synthesizers that are long gone, or do we have enough of those in the form of software and other remakes on the market already. Leave your comments below, and until next time, I am Pure Ambient Drone, aka James Drone. Keep calm and synth on.